All right, welcome and good morning, guys. Welcome to your weekly breakdown for the upcoming week of the 22nd of June, 2025. I've got a number of pairs for you guys this week. Last week was a little volatile, but we had big moves. We had big moves in the pairs that we had predicted, the GBP CAD, the Euro CAD, um, the GBP NZD, Euro NZD, and so forth. Um, Price moved precisely in the direction that we had expected them to go. And this week, I'm hoping for the same. So let's jump into it. Let's start with the pairs. The first pair, and I believe this is the one I like the most, is the NZDJPY. All right, NZDJPY. Now, let's start off with the weekly, as I usually do. So we can see here that price is at a resistance zone, right? Price is at a resistance. Whenever price comes to this area, price rejects. But as you look, you can see price initially came to this area at the week of the 12th. It rejected, but then continually got higher and higher, got to the area again, rejected, is back in the area once again. Every time price is rejected, it creates a higher low. Let's look at it. Price got up to the area, created a low at this level, got back up to the area, created a low at this level, got back up to the area, created a low. So each time price comes to the area, it remains, rejects, but it creates a higher low, which tells you that the momentum with each rejection is becoming stronger and stronger. So it's just a matter of time before price breaks through this zone. And that's exactly what I'm expecting to happen in this upcoming week. All right? Price is at the area. These were the rejections here. These are the higher lows. This is the previous low. This is the low that was created this week. And you can see it's a higher low as compared to this previous low. So I'm expecting price to break through and move up to the top. It might go even higher than this position. So price might even get all the way to this level, might even get all the way to that level, right? But that's asking for a lot. So I think let's just go to just above the previous highs with that rejection. So price is exactly on the trend line here, and it's on support/resistance. Support when you're selling and resistance when you're buying. So it's right there. It's at an area of confluence on the trend line, on the support/resistance. I expect price to go up. That's what I'm looking at this week. You can place your stop loss just at the previous high or just above the previous high. Or if you like to take risks, you can maybe even place it here. All right. So that's the first one. I like that one very much. Next is the NZD USD. Now, this has had a change in direction. So you see we were in an upward trend for quite some time, but we had a shooting star and then this nice sell-off this week, this past week. So what I'm expecting to happen now, because price sold off of that resistance and it created a trend line. So what I'm expecting to happen is we get a retest of this trend line and then we continue selling downwards. All right. So what I want to see is this retest of this trend line and then we sell. Now, how far down will we get to? Who knows? we can place it there. Right, so we are expecting a sell for the NZD USD. Euro USD, the euro has been strong for quite some time. I expect a continuation there because once again, just like the NZD JPY, we're at an area of confluence. We have a significant resistance area here. However, price on previous weeks was actually able to break through that zone. And well, last week we had a doji candle with indecision. So what can quite possibly happen, what I'm expecting to happen, is that maybe earlier in the week, price is going to buy off of this area. So I expect a movement upwards, and maybe the latter part of the week or the following week, price might break through this area. But before price makes that break, we will have a sell-up. All right, we will have a push off of this support area, and then maybe breakthrough. So I'm looking for the buy. I'm looking for the buy. All right. USD CAD. Now, USD CAD, we're still in a downtrend with this one. We're at our trend line, and we're at an area that price previously rejected quite a few times. As you look across to your left, you would see when price is in this area, it's quite common for a price to reject off of this area. All right. We have a rejection candle here, another rejection wick. All right. We had this massive movement throughout the week, stopping only at our trend line. So this could be an indication that price is about to get bullish. I don't think so. I don't think we're ready to be bullish just quite as yet. And even if we do, I think we're going to have a sell-off from this area. Maybe not all the way down, but it's going to sell off. And maybe if price is willing to change direction, we maybe sell off to this area and then buy once again. But regardless, I do think that we're going to have a sell-off. How far we're going to sell off, I'm not sure. I'm hoping for this area, but I am expecting a sell-off nonetheless. All right. So that's my other pair. And my last pair. My last pair is the USD CHF. We're once again at an area of confluence. So as we can see, let's take it to the weekly. We're at a support/resistance area. You can see the wicks, the price reacting off of this zone. On the previous week, price sold all the way down. We're having a retest with this candle. It's on the weekly. On the daily, we sold off of the area. On Friday, we retest the area. I expect us to continue the downward movement. All right, I expect price to continue selling downwards with this. As you can see more clearly, price rejected, rejected. All of these wicks telling you price is rejected. There's still a strong upward momentum, but there's still being rejection. So I expect price to sell off with this one. All right, that's the last of my pairs for this week. I hope you found this educational. I hope you take some of the trades and make some money. I'll see you guys here again next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the channel with your friend, and enjoy a week of trading.